That you can only find turning inward, deep within. So in the world of changes, you are seeking the changeless. Anybody seeking anything is only seeking the self. I often say, everyone is a spiritual seeker on this planet. Why? Because everybody is seeking only love, only bliss. But you are seeking where it is not there. You remember the Mullah Nasruddin story? Huh? Mullah Nasruddin was searching for something outside his house. So someone asked him, "What are you searching, Mullah?" "I'm searching for my key." "But you're searching it on the road." He said, "There is more light here, so I'm searching it here." "But where did you lose?" "Inside the house." "But it is dark there, I can't search there." This is what we are doing. We are searching for things which is not there. And that's why many are disappointed, frustrated. Anityam asukam lokam imam prapya bhajasvamam. Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Anityam. This is temporary. This is the changing world. Asukam, there is no joy in it. Having attained this, turn towards me. Don't keep looking for joy there. Be in it and yet not be immersed in it. Then usually they give the example in the whole of Vedantic text. They give an example of a drop of water on top of a lotus leaf. How one should live is like the lotus leaf. Lotus leaf is in water, and on top of it there is water, but it is never wet. It doesn't get wet. It doesn't get, what do you call it? It doesn't get moist. The leaf is there, still untouched, unattached. So in the world, live in this world which is miserable with a smile. How can you be smiling in a miserable world is when you are not attached to things around here. When you don't take the world inside your head. You can be in the world, but world should not be inside you. There are people who run away from the world. They just get frustrated and run away from the world. They have no bliss. They don't get any bliss. Many recluses do that. They run away from the world. And they have no joy. And those who are completely lost in the world, they have no joy. But the real skill, the yoga, skill of yoga is being in it and yet not be affected by it. This is the skill that one has to learn. Being in it and not being affected by it. So 1 in a million turn their mind inward and behold the non-changing spirit, the Lord, the divinity within. This question will come to if you tell anybody, I heard Kathopanishad, they'll ask, what is the size of the soul? You will say, I don't know. You can't say that. The size of the soul is the size of your thumb. Not the whole thumb, just the first ring of the thumb. This is the size of the soul. And this is present in the heart, not the physical heart. We have two hearts. This is a secret. This is a very guarded secret which is instructed as a secret instruction. There are two hearts with us. One is the physical heart that pumps the blood and circulation. Another is the emotional heart. Emotional heart. The heart of the subtle body. In the subtle body, like subtle body is in the physical body. Similarly, isn't it? Subtle body is on the physical body. Like the causal body, which is the Purusha, which is the size of a thumb, is hidden in the subtle body. In the heart of the subtle body. So size of the soul is the size of the thumb. Now, there are different ways for the soul to exit the body while dying. Wake up and don't have to write, just listen to it. A soul which do not have that much merit, their subtle body goes out through the anal way. When they die, the last minute of their death, they excrete and there is big gas coming out and their soul exits through the anal. These souls are of very low spirit. Mostly exit through the mouth. When people die, the jaws drop, mouth open. The second door for the soul to exit is mouth. The third is eyes. Eyes roll and then they exit through the eyes. And then a yogi soul, yogi spirit exits through the top of the head. Angushtamatram Purusho. This Purusha, which is the size of the thumb, is not made up of a material body but ethereal body. Ethereal body. Aprakrita Divya Rupam. Aprakrita, non-material, energetic, divine light. It's made up of the body of light. It is present in the heart of everybody, not the physical heart, but the subtle heart. It is present and it exits through the various ways. That is not in the book Upanishad, but this is different. So now this soul, when it exits, how does it exist? First, from the physical body, sensations disappear. Physical sensation goes down. That sense of touch goes away. Then taste goes away. Smell goes away. Sight and sound remains and it gets into the emotional body. From there it gets into the causal. In the emotional body, all the thoughts and all that emotions are stuck there and they all stick to this thumb-shaped being like a glue, like a collapsed balloon. You know, how does the balloon is so big, and when it collapses, all that figure, everything in the big balloon remains, right? Isn't it? See, a big balloon, it has all these big words and all that, and when the air is out, what does it do? Those impressions don't go away, they collapse, and then this exits the physical body. Now, there is no way to erase these things that is written in them when it is collapsed. It has to expand, only then you can erase them. And that is why human life is so important, to erase the impressions in the mind. There is this, they say in India, if you go to Banaras, you have to leave something that you crave for there. You make a pilgrimage. Say if you love eggplants a lot, then once you make a visit to Banaras, Kashi, you have to leave the eggplant. From then you take a vow, I will not eat this. So that, what is that? Like, you have to get rid of aversion, you have to get rid of cravings one by one. They don't say that to young children, young people or teenagers. No. Beyond 50, after 50 years of your age, then you start dropping one by one all those things which you really crave for, especially in the food and those things, so that you don't carry those impressions till you are last. And this is the path of liberation. Ritual in liberation, they do that. Because if